Lobster. Just the word conjures up images of luxury, indulgence, and a price tag that can make your eyes water. But behind every succulent bite of lobster is a story that's as rich and complex as the flavor itself, a story that most people have never heard. Today, we're diving deep into the world of lobster to uncover why this iconic seafood costs a small fortune, and why, for many, it's worth every penny. Whether you've only admired lobster from afar or you're a seasoned seafood lover, there's a fascinating journey behind every claw and tail that ends up on your plate. Picture this. You're seated at a white tablecloth restaurant, the kind where the silverware gleams and the waiters glide by in crisp uniforms. You open the menu, and there it is, lobster, front and center, with a price that makes you do a double take. You glance around and see another diner, eyes wide, contemplating whether to splurge on that bright red crustacean. But what you might not realize is that the journey of that lobster to your plate is nothing short of extraordinary. It's a journey that involves not just distance but also time, effort, and a remarkable amount of risk. That sweet, tender meat you're about to enjoy. It's traveled farther and worked harder than you could ever imagine. From the icy depths of the Atlantic to the bustling kitchens of top-tier restaurants, every lobster's journey is a testament to nature's resilience and human determination. But what makes lobster so special, and why does it command such a high price? The answer lies in a combination of biology, geography, tradition, and sheer hard work. First, let's talk about where lobsters live. Unlike many other seafood delicacies, lobsters aren't farmed in neat rows or tanks. They thrive in the wild, deep beneath the surface of frigid, often turbulent waters. Down there among the rocks and seaweed, they scuttle across the ocean floor, hiding from predators and searching for food. These conditions are impossible to replicate on a commercial scale, which means every lobster you see on a menu was caught in the wild. This wild environment is harsh and unpredictable, and it's part of what makes lobster so unique and so expensive. Wild caught means just that, no shortcuts, no easy harvests. Fishermen set out before dawn, braving unpredictable weather, choppy waves, and biting winds. They travel miles offshore, sometimes in the dead of winter, to drop hundreds of baited traps into the ocean. Each trap is a gamble, a hope that the sea will be generous that day. The work is grueling, dangerous, and requires a deep respect for the ocean's power. The lobster industry is one of the last truly wild fisheries, and that wildness comes at a cost. The process starts long before the sun rises. Fishermen prepare their boats and gear, checking traps, bait, and safety equipment. Each trap is carefully baited, often with herring or other fish, and then dropped into the ocean at specific locations known to be lobster hotspots. The placement of traps is both an art and a science, passed down through generations. The ocean is unpredictable and storms can roll in without warning, making every trip a test of skill and endurance. After days of soaking in the cold, dark water, the traps are hauled up, sometimes in the middle of a storm with waves crashing over the deck. Each trap is heavy, loaded with not just lobsters but also seaweed, crabs, and sometimes nothing at all. The catch is sorted right there on the boat, with skilled hands quickly separating the lobsters from the rest. It's a physically demanding job, and injuries are common. But for many coastal communities, lobster fishing isn't just a job, it's a way of life. But not every lobster makes the cut. Strict regulations protect the lobster population for future generations. Only lobsters of a certain size can be kept. The small ones, and especially the egg-carrying females, are gently returned to the sea. This careful stewardship ensures that lobster fishing remains sustainable, but it also means that a significant portion of the catch goes right back into the ocean, making every legal lobster even more valuable. These rules are enforced by both law and tradition, and most fishermen take pride in protecting the resource for the next generation. In many regions, government inspectors regularly check catches at the dock, ensuring that only legal lobsters make it to market. Lobsters that are too small or carrying eggs are tagged and released, sometimes with a small notch in their tail to indicate they're breeders. This system helps maintain a healthy population and ensures that lobster fishing can continue for years to come. It's a delicate balance between harvesting enough to make a living and leaving enough behind to sustain the fishery. Once the legal lobsters are selected, the race is on to keep them alive and healthy. Lobsters are incredibly sensitive creatures. They need cold, clean salt water to survive, and even a slight change in temperature or salinity can be fatal. They're placed in special holding tanks, then packed on ice for transport. Every minute counts, because the fresher the lobster, the better the taste. From the moment they leave the boat, A network of trucks, planes, and handlers works around the clock to deliver them to markets and restaurants, sometimes thousands of miles away. The logistics are complex, and any delay can mean the difference between a premium product and a total loss. Lobsters are often shipped by air to ensure they arrive as fresh as possible. Specialized containers keep them cool and moist, and handlers monitor their condition throughout the journey. At major seafood markets, buyers inspect the lobsters for liveliness and quality before sending them on to restaurants and stores. This global supply chain adds to the cost, but it's essential for delivering the freshest possible lobster to your table, whether you're in New York, Paris, or Tokyo. When the lobster finally arrives at the restaurant, the chef's job begins. Preparing lobster is an art form, one that requires skill, precision, and respect for the ingredient. The chef inspects each lobster, ensuring it's lively and fresh, then prepares it with care, whether it's steamed, grilled, or baked. The goal? To let the natural sweetness and delicate texture of the lobster shine through, giving you a meal that's truly unforgettable. Many chefs have their own secret techniques for bringing out the best in lobster, from special broths to unique seasonings, but the focus is always on highlighting the lobster's natural flavor. Preparing lobster isn't just about cooking, it's about presentation and experience. Chefs often take time to explain the best way to enjoy lobster, from cracking the claws to savoring the tail. The presentation is often as impressive as the taste, with vibrant colors and elegant plating that make the meal feel like a special occasion. For many diners, eating lobster is a memorable event, one that's as much about the ritual as the flavor. So, the next time you crack open a lobster tail, dip it in melted butter and savor that first bite. Remember, you're not just enjoying a meal. You're participating in a tradition that stretches back centuries, powered by the grit and skill of fishermen, the wild beauty of the Atlantic, and the dedication of chefs who treat every lobster like a treasure. It's a celebration of hard work, sustainability, and the incredible journey from sea to table. Every bite is a connection to the ocean, to the people who risk their lives to bring you this delicacy, and to a culinary tradition that values quality above all else. That's why lobster isn't just food. It's a journey. It's a story of adventure, risk, and reward. It's a reminder that some of the world's greatest delicacies are also the hardest won. So the next time you see that price tag, you'll know exactly what you're paying for. Not just a meal, but a piece of history, a taste of the wild, and a tradition that's as enduring as the ocean itself. The next time you see lobster on the menu, you'll understand the true value behind the cost, a value built on generations of knowledge, respect for nature, and a commitment to excellence that spans continents and centuries. In the end, lobster is more than just a luxury dish. It's a symbol of perseverance, community, and the enduring bond between people and the sea. Whether you're enjoying it at a fancy restaurant or a seaside shack, every lobster tells a story. And that story is what makes every bite so special, and yes, so expensive. So the next time you indulge, savor not just the flavor, but the incredible journey that brought that lobster to your plate.